His fucking name
This
is
is true.
Terry.
Terry. Yeah.
Which is one of the most unattractive names in the fucking English
He
language.
had to switch it to
right,
Hulk.
Yeah.
right up there with Keith.
Yeah, Keith.
I mean, I'm sorry. You come in.
Or Toby.
Yeah.
Toby.
Toby's not a good
Toby's
name.
Toby's a whack ass.
Toby, Keith, and
Toby's a
fucking Terry.
whack ass name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Southwest is like open seating, so when you basically the quicker you log in, the better seat you're gonna
I'll
get.
check in like 30 seconds after the minute hits because 24 hours in advance. And
Yeah.
like I'm like in the B or C group.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
are so
Even
fast.
if you're like looking at your phone as the minute hits and you check in, like
Yeah.
you sometimes end up in B group.
Yeah.
It's the same thing
fucking
for
weird.
like buying Magic the Gathering cards, believe it or not. They do these things called
How do I do
secret
this?
layer drops, and it's you could go either way.
It's
like-
right in front of my face from the camera.
Yeah, Eddie.
Oh, gotcha.
Like that, and that'll stabilize it.
All right.
Nice, better.
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, looks good. Looks
Try
good.
tasting it.
It's not, don't lick it. It's the third time today.
I was gonna say, Margot once swallowed the whole fucking apparatus.
She's been missing ever since.
How far up?
It almost came out of the wall.
Yeah, she almost got to the third arm.
She's aggressive, all teeth, all teeth.
And with that note, Edward, thank you for joining us at the Sofa Kingdom Podcast with your host, Nelson.
Shay,
What?
What?
I'm Ian.
Fuck! We fucked it up. Damn it, we've been practicing this shit for hours. What the fuck?
Sorry.
Welcome back, Shay.
I'm
Welcome back.
dyslexic.
So, heard you guys did a little rodeo time last night.
We did. We went to the West Palm Beach Rodeo, and we realized something about the whole culture.
Yes, and that is?
I think a lot of them are just gay. You know, and
Is
it's
the
fine.
mount-
That's
is-
fine.
The mountain has many broke backs.
Yes, yes. Because I was looking at cowboy boots earlier in the day, but I realized that's not a good
Investment.
purchase. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
like, when the fuck am I gonna?
Yeah.
So like, to get a good pair, you gotta spend hundreds of dollars.
Sure.
And I'm like thinking, I don't have the. I can't justify fucking.
One
Yes.
rodeo a year is not
It's not a good justification.
for $600.
Yeah.
I mean, it was my second rodeo.
Well, listen, I'm not going to the fucking Ren Fair dressed as a cowboy. I'm
Yeah.
not doing.
What was
that.
the name of that movie with Brad Pitt where they were on a train? What, Bullet Train?
Bullet Train? No, it
Bullet
was
Train,
Bullet Train.
right?
yeah.
Right. Okay. That is the only time I've seen successful cowboy boots worn. It was by Bad Bunny. He was an assassin.
Listen,
It was like all white
I think
suit and
I think
shit.
Clint Eastwood's done it.
Oh,
once or
all right.
twice.
Maybe he's done it right. Yeah, Russell Crowe might have done it too. Okay, all right.
John Wayne.
But I went right to Bad Bunny. I fucked it all up. My bad.
I borrowed cowboy boots for the event, and I had a hat that I had bought in Montana. So I was
Right.
like, okay, the outfit's complete. And we're walking through the parking lot.
Was that like a Yellowstone purchase? You're like, I'm in Montana. I like Yellowstone. I'm
Well,
gonna have to buy a cowboy hat.
I did, yeah. I was
All
out
right,
there. I was
all
like,
right.
I cannot leave Montana without a cowboy
Got you,
hat. So
got
I
you.
purchased
I
one.
did when I was there.
It's like many a people go to Montana and leave
Was
without a
Yellowstone a
cowboy
thing
hat.
when you went out there?
I don't. Probably not.
Well, there you go then. See? You
Yeah,
have
yeah.
that.
Have you seen it all? It's actually a really good show.
My girlfriend used to watch it while I was studying.
Yes.
And I would like get invested because I was watching because she was
Yeah.
on the couch with me, and then like I got like ended up liking the character Rip and like you know.
1883 is actually way better than the entire series of Yellowstone. It's like a prequel to Yellowstone,
shit.
and it's just the Oregon Trail, and it's as good as the game.
Is there-
Everyone dies at the end.
They spend all their money on ammo and
yeah.
Is there plenty of dysentery going around?
It's just the traveling there. Everything and everyone is trying to kill you.
Yes.
They want what you have. And it was really a good depiction of the Oregon
So it's like
Trail
walking
there.
through Lake Worth.
Yeah, yes. Walking through Lake Worth midday, I would say.
Jesus. But yeah, so we're walking to the restaurant before the rodeo, and I'm in these cowboy boots and cowboy hat, and it just occurred to like,
yeah,
it's like we're
just
gay.
dudes in tight leather and high heels.
like yeah, and it really hit me at the rodeo when I'm sitting there just watching these guys get thrown off the bull. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Right,
Like, what-
Were you line dancing at one point?
No, I didn't. I didn't boot, scoot, or boogie all night. But I just thought to myself, I was like, we're wearing tight jeans.
Yes.
We got expensive boots on with an elevated heel.
Yep,
I got
yep.
this stupid ass fucking hat.
Yes.
Like
And do you
What?
have to hold hands to walk into the men's bathroom?
you don't, but it's encouraged.
All right.
We did. We did.
We are. Yeah.
Yeah. They're always scared there's going to be liberals in there.
Yeah,
so
they're like,
hold
everyone's
hands.
a sheriff here.
That's
You
right,
get a little
exactly.
badge
Right.
before you
Yeah.
go into the bathroom.
That's right. And also, what was weird is they were selling fucking samurai swords there.
Nothing says rodeo like
Nothing
a fucking
says
katana.
nothing says rodeo like a badass katana.
Hey,
you know?
listen, man. There's no wrong place to buy a katana.
Fair. But I'm
Is that a Hattori Hanzo sword?
Yeah. I just wish they would be more honest with themselves. I mean, if you want to get together and wear tight jeans and
Yes.
and high heel shoes and
And
have a
feel
big
a part
old
of a
muscular animal in between your legs, just fucking, you don't have to hide behind the flag.
Yeah.
There's another flag for you, and
Yes.
it's
Oh
a
my
pretty.
It's
flag.
there. It's
It's
there.
a really pretty
Yes.
flag.
There's a category for everyone.
That's
Yes.
right,
Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong with it.
Yes,
just
but
be
how,
yourself.
How
But
did they steal the rainbow from the rest of us? I feel a little upset about that.
listen, the gays are very persuasive. They have really good fashion sense. They have really good they're detail oriented.
But isn't that what Joe Rogan said too? Like if you want to piss a group of people off, you just make their symbol gay.
Yeah.
Like everyone was using like the Punisher symbol.
Yes.
Like, you just make that like part of the gay flag, and then nobody wants to use it.
Right, make the edges of the skull rainbow and have it like winking.
You know,
hey,
funny
I'm gonna
enough,
punish you.
Yeah. Funny enough, Marvel Comics changed the Punisher symbol on the traditional Punisher character because they were getting backlash because of it. They were saying that it's too related to military symbols, or it's been adopted by military Delta forces, special forces, things
Cool
like
story.
that.
But what's going to happen is they're going to change their symbol, and then the groups will then update their symbol.
Right.
What
But
was weird to
it's
me?
Not a,
yeah,
it's
it's
not a winning fight.
Right.
Yeah. What was weird to me is when all the it's fine to be pro law enforcement, but when the pro law enforcement people were adopting the Punisher skull, it's like Frank Castle hates cops. Like Frank Castle
He's probably
has
killed more cops than any superhero.
Yeah.
Frank Castle has killed an alarming number of police officers. Like what are we talking
Yeah,
about
but
here?
that's what I was getting at. I'm like, I mean, it's kind of the right demographic. The Punisher kills motherfuckers indiscriminately.
Yes, he doesn't take
with
you to court.
Weaponry. Doesn't go to court. Doesn't give a fuck. So it's like,
if the Punisher fought Joker would not be here.
no, he'd be dead.
Yes, he would get a
be
fucking
dead.
bullet in the back of his
I mean,
skull.
they could pull a symbol from like Judge Dredd as well. I mean,
yeah.
it's not too far off.
Right.
Ugh. God, that was a good movie with Sylvester Stallone. God,
Was it though?
it was.
What,
It was.
What,
It was.
Was
It was, yeah. My jiu-jitsu coach and me just had this argument because he talked about the remake with
The guy that plays
Carl
Billy.
Urban.
The guy that plays Billy.
Yeah.
in
Billy Butcher from
Butcher.
whatever.
The Boys.
And he's like, that's a really good movie. I'm like, is it better than the first one? He's like, the fucking Sylvester Stallone one? And I was like, you hold your damn tongue. Like,
Sylvester Stallone was great as Judge Dredd. And
you know-
Armand Asante was a fantastic
That's
villain.
right.
I'm gonna have to go back
Fantastic villain.
and watch that movie again.
it's better.
It is good.
It's better than
It's cheesy
you-
good.
It's better than you remember.
Yes.
okay.
It's not gonna,
All right.
It's done a little predicting of the future. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's better than we're saying because it's probably not.
Right.
And who plays the fucking goofy little dude that hides? in
Rob
the robot?
Schneider.
Rob
Yeah.
Schneider.
Okay, but here's the thing.
So good.
Speaking of Sylvester Stallone, right? Since we're on the topic, he has a lot of great movies.
He does.
Right?
He does. He's one of the action kings.
What would you say if I'm going to pull Rocky off the table?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
that's just an easy
Without
number one for everyone.
without a doubt, Rocky is
Without
probably
without Rocky,
Rocky
my
6.
favorite Sylvester Stallone movie is Demolition Man. I love Demolition Man. It had comedy, it had action. Wesley Snipes was in it. He played a fantastic villain in there.
Rambo's good, but it's not my favorite. I understand that's his other big thing, but I mean, I don't know. Over the Top was cheesy and stupid as shit.
Yes.
It was good.
Oh god,
Yes.
that was a good movie.
Over the Top was great.
A lot of
Cobra,
them,
remember
a lot
Cobra?
of them were fairly over
Cobra
the
was
top
good.
and cheesy.
Yes.
Cobra was good.
But
It was an axe cult.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it was the time too, right? Action comedy was over the top and cheesy, which
Yeah.
is why when you watch,
But Over the Top's actually the name of the one. Movie.
yeah. That was the arm.
It's the arm
Yeah,
wrestling
yeah,
one.
yeah,
He
yeah,
turned
yeah,
his
yeah.
hat backwards, and when he rearranges his fingers, he
Yeah.
just
It's
beats you down
over,
for
bro.
it.
It's over.
Yeah, it was basically Sylvester Stallone just making the Stallone face the whole movie. Like,
If that was
like,
remade,
yeah.
if that was remade now, it would be a slap fight movie.
and
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would.
dude, that'd be a good fucking movie.
Over the top
Can
too.
you imagine The Rock? The Rock plays like a fucking Hawaiian chef, and like he's losing his house, and the only thing he can do is enter the local slap thing. And he's really good.
Yes, yes. I'm in.
Now I want to see it.
Now
I'm
he's,
in.
he's
I'm
sponsored
in.
by Terramana. Terramana. He's just laying people out.
so then
He's
what-
got his Maui tattoos.
he has to face Eddie Hall in the finals.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Write it up.
no, he would have to face.
No, Brian
what's
Shaw
what's
would be a
bigger
bigger-
one?
a bigger
Yeah.
person.
Brian
I feel
Shaw
like
would
we
be
just
terrible.
mad
That
that
would be
movie
gigantic.
that Hollywood would buy the rights to. Like,
Brian Shaw could slap
Pat
your
Penny.
neck off of your shoulders. I'm quite positive.
Actually, the scariest dude is the dude that I think he is the current like super heavyweight slap champion. The crazy Hawaiian. Have you seen this fucking dude?
No, I have
Yeah.
not.
Remember
Oh.
that big Russian guy that flipped tires and shit?
Yes,
His
yes.
name was Dumpling. The crazy Hawaiian literally just he just fought against him and took his slap. Looked him in the eyes.
Are we gonna call it fight? Are we?
No, I mean,
are we?
I don't even call jiu-jitsu matches fight.
Listen, match. To me, really, it's not even a sport.
Oh, you had to open it twice in front of me?
Hell yeah, go for it. Anybody want a donut? Go for it.
I can't justify that.
Bro, they're delicious.
Sure you can.
Yes, you can. You wore cowboy boots last night. You could justify a fucking donut.
Listen, if you'd offered it to me last night, I'd have ate it from the center first.
Yeah, buddy. That's how they eat it over there.
That's how they eat it at the
From the
rodeo.
hole.
That's right.
Yes.
The hole first.
All right, so then pick a Sylvester Stallone movie that you would go
God.
with.
I mean,
If you just want
Dread's
something
good.
stupid and fun, Expendables.
That's a good one.
And I mean, honest, everybody's depending on which one you pick, everybody's fucking in
Listen,
it.
I'm not mad at it. It's a throwback. You
Yeah.
get all the
Right.
old characters
It's
in.
silly. It's over the
supposed
top.
Yeah.
can you
shut
count
your-
Guardians of the Galaxy?
You shut your brain off and you just.
No. That's not a. That's a cameo.
It's not
All
Stallone
right.
Yeah,
movie.
that was yeah.
All right,
He's not in there long enough.
What you got?
man. I
Would
would
it be
go.
Rambo?
If we're going with a niche fun movie, I'm going with Dread.
I think I might have to do that too.
Yeah.
I mean, you fucking took Rocky out of it.
Yeah,
you take
no,
all, you take all the Rockies out?
You got to, because everybody here would be like Rocky. It's over.
There might be a Rocky 3 in there.
Yeah, that's true.
Drago.
Yeah. Although I do like it when he fought Hulk Hogan. Was that Rocky 2?
That was Rocky 3.
Yeah.
That was Rocky
and
3?
And he played Thunder Lips.
Yeah.
Now, a little silly side fact, Hulk Hogan actually kicked the shit out of Sylvester Stallone on that movie set.
Yeah.
They were like,
said-
and go.
And he wins.
And he did.
Well, when you think about it, Sylvester Stallone's probably like 5'8", 5'9". Like, he's not a very big guy.
No.
Like Terry Bollea walks around at like 6'7".
Yeah, movies are good at giving the right camera angles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, and I think
Don't use Hulk
Rocky...
Hogan's real name.
Sylvester's-
His name's fucking Hulk Hogan.
His fucking name
This
is
is true.
Terry.
Terry,
true.
yeah.
Which
No,
is
it's
one
not.
of the most unattractive names in the fucking English
He
language.
had to switch it to
right,
Hulk.
Yeah.
right up there with Keith.
Yeah, Keith.
I mean, I'm sorry. You come in.
Or Toby.
Yeah.
Toby.
Toby's not a good
Toby's
name
a
either.
Toby's a whack ass.
Toby, Keith, and
Toby's a
fucking Terry.
whack ass name.
Can you imagine if they were Ninja Turtle villains?
You guys talking shit.
What did Toby Keith do to you?
Oh wow, both those names fused. What the fuck? What if that was his full name, Toby Terry Keith?
Oh, shoot him.
That's right.
Shoot him. Jump off a bridge.
right.
Nobody cares.
Name
Nobody
your son
cares about you at
Toby
all.
Terry Keith.
The Coast Guard isn't even going to come fish your body out of the
Hell
water.
no.
They're like,
That's right.
fuck that guy. That's
We're looking
fish
for
food.
a white male, Toby
He
Terry
had
Keith.
3 first names, and they were Toby, Terry, and Keith.
How do you like me now?
Man, their parents really didn't want him, huh?
No. You wanted him to get no pussy his whole life. Toby Keith.
Yeah, fuck that kid. He's getting picked on every day.
Wonder what his middle name was.
Yeah, no. What was Toby Keith's middle name?
I'm not gonna look it up.
That's a side
Check it
quest.
into a flight.
That's a side quest. A side quest and a half.
Yeah. Oh man, that's good. Are you guys going to see Gladiator 2?
I'm not.
I don't think I can.
I'm not.
No.
I don't think that I can.
The
I'm not
reviews,
interested.
even though the first Rotten Tomatoes reviews of it seem positive, I think that's just the dumb fucking people that are going to see it.
I agree.
I can't. It's like of all the movies that didn't need a sequel,
Especially Ridley Scott's
it's
movies.
like it's towards the top of the fucking list.
Yeah. I would say Braveheart doesn't need a sequel.
Yeah, like what about Saving Private Ryan? We're going back.
Saving Private Ryan.
We left some of Ryan in
300
Germany.
never needed
The
a
war's
sequel.
over. We're
No, it
going
did not.
back.
No, it didn't because the comic book doesn't have a fucking sequel.
No, and it was just not necessary.
Yep.
So Braveheart, Troy doesn't need a sequel.
No, but I mean now they might.
That was fantastic, though.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do? Resurrect Brad Pitt?
Right.
Bring him
But
back?
I mean,
Yeah, do the second part, Achilles going home.
of all the Braveheart's a great movie, but like of all the ones you're listing, like Gladiator might be the best movie of the ones you're listing. Like it's a top 5 movie all time for me.
It's a great
100%.
fucking
100%.
film.
Yeah.
It's a perfect film in a way.
it is, and like I said, like
as far as war movies, right? Because that's essentially what they are, right? War
did
movies.
not need.
They don't need to disrespect Maximus Decimus Meridius. Like
Yeah,
that.
I would say Braveheart, The 300, Gladiator. Those are my top 3 war movies, and then like going into more realistic war movies, like Saving Private Ryan is
Gotcha.
fucking right up
We
there.
Were
too.
Soldiers. We Were Soldiers.
We Were
is a
Soldiers was
fucking
great.
amazing movie.
One movie that annoyed me but was factual was the one with Spider-Man where he's saving everybody.
Oh God. Oh my God. Oh, he plays the conscientious objector.
yes. And this was
not
Hacksaw Ridge.
Was it Hacksaw Ridge? No, Hacksaw Ridge is with
Sylvester Stallone. No. Hold on a second.
Wind Talkers?
No, it is Hacksaw Ridge. It's Hacksaw Ridge. I was thinking for a second Heartbreak Ridge, which is a not good war movie with Clint Eastwood.
Yes.
Yes.
Spider-Man war movie.
That's
It
not
wasn't.
his real
It
name.
wasn't a
Do
bad.
not type in Spider-Man war movie.
just
You're not
letting you
going
know.
to get what
I
you're...
bet it pops up.
Type in Andrew Garfield war
Oh,
movie.
fine.
You'll get a
Spider-Man
Secret
war
Wars
movie.
comic is
Yeah,
what you'll
you're
get.
going to get some weird shit.
But what I loved about the movie, my favorite part of the movie was, even though when he was saving the enemy and bringing them down, like, I'm going to save them, they
were
never
dying.
made it back to camp.
Yeah. All the Japanese were dying somehow.
They're like, oh man, they just didn't make it back to camp.
That's right.
That's real. Fuck
Oops.
that. Those
Yeah.
motherfuckers are like, oh,
Was he
you're on a
actually-
stretcher?
Was he actually Spider-Man?
No.
That was such a good movie.
It was Hacksaw
Andrew
Ridge.
Garfield couldn't
was
play
Hacksaw
anything
Ridge.
else. Like
It was. He played a solid role. It was a good movie, and it was based on fact. It was based
Yeah.
on a real person.
Gladiator 2, I just don't get what the fuck. Like, I've seen, like, synopsis of it. Like,
Yeah.
like the little kid from the first movie, the little boy that
Yeah.
like talked through Maximus through the bars and shit.
Yeah.
He's the protagonist in this.
Yes.
Somehow living in Africa. Pedro Pascal is playing a Roman general who somehow is kind of like the villain.
Uh-huh.
There's two weird emperors that are both supposedly clownish and over the top.
Yeah.
It just, and they said that Denzel Washington has his New York accent in the whole time. Like,
Right.
what?
Yeah.
Because it's
What are we
Denzel
doing?
Washington.
No
No,
thanks.
director's going to be like, hey, bro.
Change your accent.
Change that accent. Where you from? Jersey.
It just didn't need to be made. That's all it comes down to.
It didn't. It
No.
didn't.
it's at the bottom of the list of movies that need remade. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But
I
may,
agree.
I may take a look at it if it comes onto a streaming service.
I hate it on premise.
Yeah.
Like, I can't support it on the premise of
Yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Joaquin Phoenix, Joker 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
The whole idea behind making such a serious movie, a musical.
As soon as they said
Was just
musical,
absurd.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Fuck you. No
It's just
thanks.
absurd.
My theory for if you are someone who looks forward to movies like Gladiator 2,
Mm-hmm.
you probably get real excited and take your family out to dinner at Applebee's. Like you probably
And you have one of those like punch out cards, like beep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're collecting
Fourth time
points at
here.
Applebee's.
Yeah.
Yes. This week. Yes. Like you look forward to that.
Yeah.
Like the steak at Applebee's is a really good steak to you.
and you put ketchup on it.
And yes,
You fuck.
I would like it.
You sick
I would
piece
like it.
of shit.
Well done, sir.
yeah. You
Well
ordered
done.
Well done steak at
Yeah.
Applebee's with ketchup in a zigzag
Yeah.
pattern across the top.
So I would like, because last week we talked about the Mike
God,
Tyson
that
Jake
pissed me
Paul
off.
fight.
Just thinking
Did
of
you
that
get to
pisses
watch
me off.
it?
I did.
I wanted to hear your take on what you thought happened on that Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight.
I think a 60-year-old dude fought a 28-year-old dude.
And that's exactly it.
Yeah,
that's
I mean-
exactly yes.
I don't
Like,
think, I don't
you
think it
can-
was rigged. I think
you
people
can-
just
I still have people to this day telling me like Mike Tyson was holding back. I'm like,
no, he wasn't.
To this day, like it's only been a couple days.
Yeah.
yeah, I know, but it's still it's
All
it's
these
been
years
long enough.
later,
All these-
It does still
telling me.
It does feel
4
like forever
days
ago.
later. It feels like that long
Yeah.
ago.
But
But
no, I think you can make a highlight video look as good as you want. Like he's
Yeah.
hitting mitts and shit, but like after 7 or 8 seconds of hitting mitts real fast, the video stops. Like,
Right.
you don't know how long he's doing that for. Like
Yeah.
he looked like his legs burn out. He looked like
Yeah.
a lot of things.
Yeah,
But
I
the
think
fact that he's the one that asked for the shorter rounds as well.
yes.
Yeah, I think there's
It
just
wasn't a Jake Paul
Yeah.
ask; it was a Tyson ask.
and-
So
and
even
I
he
bring-
knew like there's something going on. I'm not making 3 minutes.
True.
There's a
true.
lot of fat, unathletic people out there.
Yeah.
And I think when they watch a guy run with resistance bands on, they think,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, look how hard
What
he
a
trains."
beast.
Yeah.
It's like,
What a beast.
that's not going to help you in a boxing
No, but-
match, though.
but
I mean,
like,
they had a lot of people fooled. Like
Yes.
I had patients in their 50s and 60s coming in to therapy, and they're like, "Mike Tyson's gonna kick his ass," and I'm like, "Oh God, I hope so."
Yeah.
Like, if he can just channel his 28-year-old self for like 30 seconds, like just fucking.
I had a friend of mine who was like, "Hey man, I'll bet you $150 Tyson's gonna win." I'm like, "I don't want to take your money, dude."
yeah.
And the very next day, that was the first phone call. Like, so
did we shake on that?
yeah. See that's exactly what would have happened.
Yeah.
No, and I asked this because I heard actually I think yesterday morning on the radio like Holyfield is now like, "Oh, let's do a rematch, me and you." Everybody wants to see this fight.
No,
I'm like,
no, we
no
don't.
one wants to
No.
see this fight.
No.
After that geriatric performance,
same dude-
no one is in.
Yeah.
That guy is fucking at Applebee's eating his burnt steak. He's like, Gladiator 2 was great. I can't wait till Holyfield and Tyson do a third match.
It's the same fucking guy. The same guy sitting in the booth at
Gladiator
Applebee's.
2,
Yeah.
Holyfield Tyson 3.
Maybe Holyfield and Tyson should fight in an Applebee's.
Yeah, it would be more like
What a weekend that would be.
It'd be like a leaning contest. They would just like lean on top of each other for 12
I
rounds.
remember Holyfield went out and fought Vitor Belfort a few years ago in a boxing match and just got the
Murdered.
shit kicked out of him.
Murdered.
Yeah.
Like he had his bilateral shoulder replaced.
And he seemed to punch drunk
and Vitor-
during the interview.
Oh my god!
Right?
Watching Holyfield hit the bag in like the montage, I was like, he's going to lose. He is going to
so
lose.
bad.
This fight.
Vitor's not even young.
Bro,
Like,
and
he's not, like,
and they
young
didn't
for a
drug
fight
test.
game.
But he's
they didn't
Oh,
drug
yeah,
test. It was TRT tour. That
Yeah,
box
TRT tour.
TRT tour knocked the shit out of Evander Holyfield.
Winners
Yeah.
win, man.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah.
That's
He
what's
did not
gonna
give a
happen.
fuck. He was going in there like, I'm gonna knock his head off because that is his mentality.
I miss like mullet TRT tour in the UFC that was like spinning kicking everyone. That was the fucking best.
You know
tour
who I
ever.
really miss is Wanderlei Silva. There was something about his walk out to the ring, his ugly fucking nose,
Rolling
and you
his
knew he
hands.
was just gonna
Yeah.
fuck some shit up.
And the more I think about
Pre-cosmetic surgery.
yes,
Yeah.
Because
pre-cosmetics.
afterwards you're
Yes.
like, ugh.
yeah.
I don't
They
think,
stretched
uh,
Vanderlei Silva over Vanderlei
Yeah.
Silva. like, ugh.
then they took his whole fucking face off and just stapled it back on.
Yeah.
He was a scary motherfucker.
He still is.
He was.
But I don't know. Something about like now that like time has passed, I question the legitimacy of his run. Like I know it was a good run in Pride,
Uh-huh.
but like he fought like a lot of Japanese dudes that were like 30 pounds smaller.
So
than him.
what?
He's just
I'm
kicking.
here
He's
for it.
kicking him in the head on the ground.
Yeah, and
if you
I
make him fight-
guarantee you, he never fought a fight clean.
If you make him
Ever.
fight in
Like,
his weight
yeah.
class and you get rid of
Juice.
soccer kicks,
Yeah.
he's mediocre.
Yeah.
yeah,
Love him. He's great.
So wait, was he the first Logan Paul?
no.
He's like, make sure they're 40 pounds underweight and they're 50 years older than me.
Well, Logan Paul, even
Oh,
though they
shit.
said it was a draw, Logan Paul lost an exhibition to Floyd Mayweather, and he was
Yeah.
still giving up 40 pounds. Like Floyd carried Logan.
Yeah.
a little
So
bit
what do
there.
you think about this call out? I think there was 2 call outs for him. One was McGregor. He called out McGregor.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I think McGregor would
I
be
think
actually like a legitimately good fight.
I think in a boxing match, Jake beats McGregor.
Isn't Jake's way bigger than him?
yes,
Yeah.
but I think they were talking about it being a MMA fight.
Oh,
McGregor wins.
Yeah, McGregor wins, and Jake will never do it. Not a straight up MMA fight.
Yeah.
And
but
I believe Andrew Tate as well called him out.
That would be good.
And-
well, he was a boxer,
He was a
wasn't he?
Yeah.
kickboxer.
Kickboxer.
in a
and
boxing match, I think Jake wins.
I think he asked. I think he said MMA. I don't even think
Yeah.
he said straight kickboxing.
Listen, I would love to see Andrew Tate fight anyone right now.
Yeah.
He's been arrested by the Turkish police
know.
so many fucking times.
Well, I think a lot
They
of
hate
yeah.
that motherfucker.
I
They're
think-
like,
yeah.
is he flying in? Arrest him.
Yeah. I think a lot of people beat Conor McGregor now.
Lock him in the gulag.
It's like part of his check-in. He gets beaten and arrested.
yeah. His asshole is this big right now.
welcome home, sir.
Welcome to Turkey.
Not the nightstick treatment.
That's right. Connor's actually not doing good right now in the news. Did you hear about
So,
he just
okay,
lost,
what's happening?
He just lost a case in Loveland.
Yes.
He got charged with sexual misconduct in 2018.
Oh, no.
Yeah, way back.
Yeah, it was a hotel room. The girl, I mean, I read I read the whole report, and it doesn't sound good. Like, supposedly, like he was like choking her aggressively, like super aggressively, and he said like now you. The quote they use is horrible. It's like now you know how I felt when I tapped out in the octagon. Like the
So
lady.
you think that while she was having sex with him, she insults him, says, "Oh, didn't you tap out to this
She
guy?"
literally
And then
said,
he's like,
Didn't
"Bitch."
Nate Diaz choke you out?
She literally used.
Call me Nate. Call me.
She literally used the fucking loss to Khabib as like the source of his sexual aggression. I was like, oh my god, like he got
It
beat.
wasn't
that-
even Nate. It was Khabib. That's right.
Like, he got beat. He got beat.
And
that bad.
we're not laughing at the act that was happened,
Oh,
right?
no.
We're laughing at
that
the stupid
Khabib
situation.
beat him
Yes.
so bad that now he's a sexual man.
Now he's assaulting women. It's fucking
Yeah.
terrible. I've always hated him.
Who I feel bad for is his wife. I feel bad for Dee Devlin because like she stuck by him through him being a complete psychopath this whole time, and I
I don't
don't.
feel too bad. She's fucking floating around in yachts.
I
and
know.
She's
But
Gucci'd
she could-
up.
she
and
could still
she
get
knew-
all that if she
knew who she
divorced him.
married.
Yeah.
She knew who she married.
She can still get that.
I mean,
she divorced him?
she's hoping that he's just gonna get himself locked up eventually. Every
I don't
time he
know how he
punches an
hasn't.
old man in a bar, she's like, "Yes,
Bro, punch the old man because the old man didn't want his whiskey.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. I don't want that shit.
Which if an old Irish man doesn't want to drink your free whiskey, what does that say?
I know,
And
man.
if you punch that old man and he doesn't go down, what does that say?
yeah, maybe that guy was a Khabib guy.
Was
you know
that
what I
John
mean?
Wick?
You don't know.
Was that
That
John
could have
Wick?
been John Wick.
Did he punch John Wick at a bar?
Fucking
And
guy was Dagestani for sure.
Yeah. Now, you know what's fucked up is because we all like Marvel shit, right? And I know I'm bouncing all over the place.
Kinda, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, Jonathan Majors, he was playing Kang for a while.
I remember
right?
him.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic
Until
actor.
that woman chased him. Now he's not
Correct.
Kang anymore.
So now that she ruined his life,
Yes.
she dropped all of the charges. Nothing was circumstantial. He's
Yep.
not getting locked up.
Yep.
It was all a bunch of
Are they
bullshit
back
at the end of the day. No, but now he lost everything. He was on the rise.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
He's
And
one
this
of the,
was one of those situations where somebody was falsely accused. So, as
like
far
a-
as we know from
Yeah.
what's
It's
out
like
there.
somebody shit in a bed.
Yes.
Tried to say it was a dog.
Yeah, and she got away with it. But now they're saying that they're going to reprise his role. They're saying that Iron Man is out and Kang is back in, and they're going to bring him in as Doomsday later date.
They could still
they did.
bring in the Iron Man that becomes Doctor Doom, and then
Have him and Kang fight.
yeah, Secret
That would be
Wars.
fucking
and the,
great.
win, the
Secret
winner is
Wars-
the villain.
Oh,
That would
man.
be,
Yeah.
It
that
is
would
the
be
great equalizer to fix all the broken timelines.
Yeah.
They've done it multiple times already, so it's very easy to make it where, Party A and Party B, and pick which evil dictator you're trying to fucking
I don't.
Sure.
get out from
I
under.
say make an evil team.
In the
right?
comics, doesn't Doctor Strange sit out of the Secret Wars because he doesn't want to mess with reality and shit?
Ooh,
I can't remember.
it's been
I think you
so
may,
long.
I think you may be correct, but I'm with Eddie. I don't remember.
Can't they just have him fix everything?
Yeah, they could.
Come on,
Make-
Steven.
Undue time, sir.
He doesn't even have to do that. He did the spell where he made everyone forget Spider-Man was Spider-Man, right?
Yes.
Right.
Just make everybody forget that they're superheroes.
Just make everyone forget that Jonathan Majors had sexual assault charges.
That's what Disney's doing right now.
trick the
They're
audience.
working
Trick the
really hard. Yes, like a Jedi mind trick. This is not the sexual assault
That's
you were
right.
looking
That's
for.
right.
We're laughing way too much about this.
I know we are. It's fucked up.
Last time I was on the show, we laughed a lot about school shootings, and now it's fucking sexual assault.
I'm starting to
man,
notice.
this guy is
So
brings
you
a-
get the theme. You
bring
get
a
the
dark- I
theme.
bring a dark humor to this.
Yeah, you do.
You're the common denominator.
Yeah, when he's not here, we're like, oh, let's talk about Star Wars.
Right. He comes with sexual assault.
No, but I think they're gonna be bringing him back, and they're gonna bring him back into reprise his role.
I'm just
as
not
Kang.
excited about him as a villain. I don't know.
I like him as an actor. I saw him in a couple of things. I thought
I
he
don't
was,
dislike him as an actor. I just wasn't excited about him as like Kang. Like,
Kang.
it wasn't the same vibe as like Thanos.
But it was-
Like, when
it
you
was-
saw Thanos, you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
but the
shit.
thing
Yes.
with Kang is every time you see him, it's a different version of Kang.
Yeah.
Right.
So you have an infinite version of a villain with an unknown power set every time he walks onto the table.
Right. So it's not like when you see Thanos, you know what kind of ass whooping you're gonna get.
Yeah, a big
and
purple
this is
one.
a different one. Yeah.
You're gonna get that grimace ass one.
Which with that really shitty show about the witches on Disney Plus.
Ah, yes, Agatha.
I don't even wanna say its name.
Agatha all Schlong.
Yeah,
I haven't watched a Marvel thing in a while.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
lost so much hope.
I have
Yeah.
I have zero motivation right now to pick up any of their stuff.
I still watch, but I'm a diehard. So even if it's bad, I'm seeing it through all the way to the end.
Yeah. No, it just Disney did what it did, and like it started the show out, and like it was like a whisper. It was like gay.
But here's
But I stayed in there. I was like, all right, it's still they have a good song. Like it's dark, it's Halloween time. But it was like gay.
that Bon
And I was
Jovi?
like, it's getting a little louder. It's getting louder, but I still kind of like the show. And then all of a sudden, by episode 4 or 5, it was like gay. And I was like, all right, I gotta turn this off. Like fuck.
Yeah.
Next
yeah.
thing you know, Aubrey Plaza's making out with Agatha. I'm like, all right, we're done.
But the fun thing about bringing Aubrey Plaza in
we're in a
as
gay
Lady
relationship as Death.
as
And we're
Lady
gay
Death,
now.
right? And it was a gay relationship. Is that she can resurrect Thanos because in the comic books they were a thing.
Don't bring
he's
Thanos
obsessed
back.
with her.
What are you gonna do? You gonna bring
It's
Thanos
an
back?
unhealthy thing.
You're gonna
It's a
bring- yeah,
one-sided
it is.
thing.
It is.
Are you
yes.
gonna bring back a transgender Thanos with eyeliner? Like what? Yeah, what are we doing here? Like,
Well, Thanos' whole thing is he was trying to please Lady
He's
Death.
aggressive.
He would guess he's the
That,
guest.
that was his whole thing. So his whole destroy half the universe was for Lady Death.
But that was a comic thing.
That was.
Here is Matt.
we're getting a special
Oh,
call.
He
shit.
wanted to see how well this would work. So go ahead, Matt.
Hey, What's up?
Oh my
Hey,
God.
how you doing,
Is that-
Matt?
Where are you?
Text.
Oh God.
We lost you. Say that again.
You're breaking up already.
Oh, come on. Really?
Are you gonna read video game trivia?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to.
Are you in the cave in the Afghan mountains right
Yeah,
now?
All right, since Shay's there, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
He is.
Rumor has it.
Okay, all right. I got a quick quiz for you guys. This is called What's on My Fucking Instagram? All right,
Trump.
so.
I win. Game over.
Golfing.
Golf.
Not on my Instagram, you dumbass.
Oh, yeah.
Gay golfing with Trump.
Hair restoring cream.
Oh shit.
Oh, we're
Still-
going to get to the gays in a second.
All right,
All right.
It's got to be Wicked. It's something about Wicked, right?
Has to be.
After stalking for all 4 of your Instagrams, out of the 15 visible tiles, the most recent posts that I see, my first question is, out of you 4 guys, what ratio out of that 15 do each of you guys have featuring each other?
Oh.
Damn. I would
So,
say
what I will
14 out of
accept is
15.
I want you look around and I want you to think, you know what? I think Nelson has the most. Or who do you think has the most featured pictures with any of you? I will say Shay is at a disadvantage because he doesn't live here.
I
Yes.
probably have the least.
Yes,
for sure.
yes. And
I would say Nelson has the most.
and then Eddie the second least.
Yeah,
Because he only posts videos of
do,
him in
do
like.
you have anything of anybody here? Because
Yeah.
Ian's probably in one of mine.
Only like 1 or 2.
Yes.
I would say it probably goes Nelson first, me second, Ed third, Shay last.
Yes.
Ed might be less than me though, because your Instagram's pretty new.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it
pretty,
is.
It's pretty new.
yeah.
And
So
there's not too
maybe
much.
Ed's last.
Hey, actually, that's a great call, Shay. That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that it? Was that right?
Is it?
Actually, all right. Wait, Ian is either tied for the lead with only 2 out of 15. I can't determine because he has a gay running picture with 2 other dudes and they're not facing the camera.
It's not me.
No,
Not me.
None of them are Shay.
Are they
or these
wearing
guys.
cowboy boots?
Okay, so believe it or not, all right. So it's actually, you know what? I tell you what, all 3 of you are tied for the lead. Shay has 0. It's not his fault. Doesn't live here.
Yes, yes. And he hates
so
us. He
none out of
hates
15.
us.
Then all of you guys are tied at
goddammit.
2 out of 15.
Oh, okay.
Nice. All right.
So
Okay.
And Ed does. I'm counting because Ed hosted the Sofa Kingdom podcast.
Okay. All right. That works. That works.
And then, secondly, he's also got a video of him editing one of the episodes where you can clearly hear Nelson and Ian in the background.
Nice. So, Matt, can I ask you a question? Out of those
What's
15 tiles, how many pictures are you in?
I'm in one of Ed's.
Nice. Hey, we got you. Because we got to fix that, man. You got to come back on the podcast so we get some more pictures of
But
you.
listen,
Hey, this is the only way I can do it. All right, next one.
All right. Go ahead. Next.
Next one. Next topic. How many out of the 15? Who's leading? Who's least? Are you guys working out?
oh God, Ed's first.
Wait, does jujitsu count?
Does the jiu-jitsu photo count as working out?
Jiu-jitsu does not count. Working out only.
Oh, then
Ed
I'm
wins.
last.
Yeah,
I'm
Ed
last
wins.
as
So
fuck.
that's me. Nelson's at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Ian, then Shay.
Ed, Ian, me, Nelson.
Correct.
Nelson and me might be tied. I don't think I have any videos. of me
Yeah, I don't
working
have
out.
any of them.
Shay doesn't
Yeah.
work out.
No,
He's
no,
just
yeah,
diabetic.
exactly. You guys, you nailed that. All
Yes.
right, Ed's got 12 out of 15. Again, because he's
You
been
douche.
posting a lot.
Look at how big I am.
Is he
Look
like
at how
pouring?
fucking sexy I am.
Is he pouring water over his
This
head
is
in
not
like
to make
13
fun
of them?
You can't, I'm not going to make fun out of someone bettering themselves.
Yeah, no, we will.
I
We
will.
Fuck
I
that.
will.
Laughing at everybody on the couch, motherfucker.
All right.
I'm that type of guy, Matt. It's like, oh, I lost 60 pounds. Yeah, but look at all your extra skin. Look at
Yeah, fat fuck.
oh, you look like a parachute.
I didn't have 60 to lose.
And then Ian is either 5 out of 15, or we could say 6, because I can tell it's in a gym shower that he's got a naked ass of a man.
That is Cody, yes.
And I'm like, I think that's in a gym. That should probably count.
Yeah,
right?
that should.
The high heel boots are making more
It
sense
should.
now.
Yes,
and to be
they
fair,
are.
we had sex right after that video ended, so it is working out. So
Yeah, I was in the next room. I had to hear the whole thing.
It was.
It was gruesome.
Yeah.
Lots of baby oil.
All right, last one, and I'm out. You guys can get back to it.
No Diddy.
All right.
How many featuring jujitsu?
Oh, yeah.
Get off Instagram. No,
Yeah, Matt, I know this is going to surprise you, but much like the game show, Nelson is actively cheating right now. Like,
Oh my God! No way!
He's looking at a video game.
Yeah, a video game on his Instagram.
I'm going to say that I have the most jiu-jitsu posts because
Yes.
I don't post very often. But
Yes.
when I do, it's usually about jiu-jitsu.
I
I'll say-
would be number 2.
I'm probably last.
I think I might be last. Anything I post with jiu-jitsu, I tend to put it just on the story, and it
Yeah.
disappears. It doesn't stay. Really.
I might be at 1. I
Say
don't know.
out of my 15 tiles, I'm going to say maybe at least 8 are jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I'm up there with him. I'm probably.
I was surprised by this because so you actually Ed's got 0.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Ian only has 2.
Okay.
All right.
That's because
Shay
he
has
recently
5.
got his brown belt.
I have 5.
Shay has 5. He's got like a coconut drink, some beach shit.
I went to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Nelson is leading with 10.
Woo! Oh, yeah.
A lot of them are like the whole class together. Whatever. But
Yeah. I do
No,
post.
it's good shit.
Ironically, though, only one of us on this couch is a black belt, though.
Ooh, that's Shea,
And
baby.
he's got a small peen.
Notice that?
Oh, wait, hold on a second. The small peen threw me off. It could be Ian now. Oh.
No, I have a small peen, but only a brown belt. So I'm not as
He's not as technical with
I'm not
it.
as technical.
Yeah. Stop using your strength, Ian.
That's all I
You got a
have.
brown cock. That's all.
That's right. I have a tiny brown cock, whereas Shay has a much larger black cock.
Well,
All right, you guys get back to it. I love you all, and I will talk to you again later.
Thanks for calling in, Matt.
Take it easy, Matt.
Cheers, Colin segment success.
not on my Instagram, you fucking idiot.
That was actually much better than I thought it would
That
be.
worked well. I heard him perfectly.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Rode mic was dead when I went to plug it in this morning.
We have
Otherwise,
to get Margo to call in.
I would have plugged it into the switchboard directly. But
Yeah.
it died even though they weren't being used. So
Yeah,
High
I bought
quality.
those
Right,
things.
man. Only 5? I gotta get my jiu-jitsu posts up. I'm taking that crown, Nelson.
You're like,
Did you check into your flight?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right at 12:30 on the minute. I'm B45.
Damn.
nice.
As it refreshed, they got fucking 50 people in front of me.
You know what's nice is because Cassidy's in the Air Force, she automatically gets first dibs on
As she
seats
should.
and first
Nah,
aboard.
that shouldn't. I'm kidding.
Fuck those people.
Shay comes on here. Fuck Patriots.
Get in line with everybody else.
Shay was not. When they sang the national anthem last night, Shay was looking down.
Yeah, it's like laughs at sexual assault, hates the military. Anything else, Shay? Anything else?
Where's your Kamala Harris tattoo?
None of that's true.
None of that's true. We have it on film.
Yeah, like, think you're better than me?
I tell you what, I haven't had anything new to watch in a while. I don't know if you guys have found anything good.
Have you been?
but
Have you
watching
watched
Arcane?
Arcane. Second
I haven't
Arcane?
seen
Season
that,
2 of
so that's
Arcane?
actually something I can
gotta
jump
watch
into.
that.
No, I haven't
Yeah.
started Arcane. I just finished
Like
Dan
ever?
to Dan. No, I only watched the first season.
Okay, I
I
was gonna
haven't
say,
started the
it's
second
fantastic.
season.
How good is Don to Don?
It's good.
Oh yeah.
It's
All right.
good.
It's so good.
I was
That's
surprised.
like some
and-
Jamaican shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
They- they-
Well, that is the opening theme song.
Don,
So
Don.
he made me watch the first episode
Yeah.
yesterday, and I'm gonna watch it when I get back.
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
on my list. I've been reading a shit
Nice.
ton lately, so I just don't watch shows. My free
Yeah.
time I read.
You know, there's a Hunter movie on Netflix right now. It's supposed to be the last movie of the cartoon.
Oh, to
Well,
wrap up.
he's writing them. He's writing the comic.
Yeah,
Yeah, but as far as the cartoon, it's labeled as like the finale of some
Gotcha.
shit. So
Yeah,
maybe
but
for that story.
Listen, they did that like 4 times with Dragon Ball Z, and then they still make
Yeah.
another series, and they still make another movie. So
That dude needs to get like an assistant artist. Like
Yeah.
he insists on doing everything himself, and then
Yeah,
he's like,
and
"Oh,
that's the problem.
my chronic back pain keeps me in bed." Like,
Yeah.
dude, find a dude who
Yeah.
who draws Gone very well and just fucking write it.
Yeah,
Just
stop being
write
a
sto-
bitch.
Yeah.
do the thing
He's
that
like George R.
everybody else
Martin.
because eventually you get some apprentice that does the
That's
art.
right.
You write the
pay
story,
him nothing.
and we fucking keep it going.
Keep him locked in a room and give him rice. Fine.
Spit it out, Ian. Spit
Listen,
it out.
does anyone on this fucking couch think that George R.R. Martin is going to write another book? No.
I hope
I mean,
not.
he'll write another book,
No.
but he's not going to
No.
finish that
I
one.
mean,
No, he's going to die.
He's looking a lot like Santa Claus. I don't know if he's going to have enough time to
he is going to
finish the
die.
next
Yeah.
book.
There's a couple of fantasy authors who are pulling the same exact shit, and they just need to give all of their fucking
Property
all
over.
their IPs need to go to Brandon Sanderson.
Elden Ring
You
3
guys know who
is
that
going to be out.
because
before
he's fucking. He puts out like 5 novels a year. That dude's insane.
Fucking
Like,
right, man.
Or just give it to one of these fucking random AI people that write this fairy smut.
Sanderson's the one who finished the Wheel of Time when Robert Jordan died.
Okay.
Let him finish everybody's series. Give him fucking
Just-
Martin stuff. Give
just
him Patrick Rothfuss.
Have an
stuff.
appropriate amount of notes
Yeah.
and storyline
Yeah.
for where you're intending to go, and let somebody pick up the slack.
Yeah, but we've seen how that can go awry, right? With like Netflix.
Yep.
With The Witcher.
Brandon Sanderson's
That-
not a Netflix writer.
No.
He's
but-
legit.
But what was the name of that Witcher spin-off
It
movie
was not
that they removed right away after
Something Blood Origins or
Blood
something.
Origins?
Yeah.
Oh, it was. I
but it's-
tried
That
to
was
like
that
it.
was that
It
was
was so bad.
That
So
was like
bad.
that was like the worst piece of fantasy
Yeah.
I've seen in a long time.
But that's a thing that actually happens with writers after, especially if they're stuck on one series. After X number of books, they bring in an assistant to kind of help move it along. 'Cause
Sure.
there becomes like a little level of they've written so much.
They forget.
They're starting to write over themselves, and you need a second pair of eyes to kind of keep fresher ideas coming
Sure.
in. And then
Yep.
that person gets a credit, and eventually they move on to do their own thing.
Yeah.
And it's almost like an apprenticeship kind of thing where it moves everybody along in the industry.
Like
Yeah.
Berserk. Kentaro Miura tragically passed away, and they passed it on one of his friends, who's also
Yeah.
another manga writer, picked up the mantle.
Right, yeah.
Microphones help.
Yeah.
It makes your voice louder.
How long have you been doing this?
I phoned it in.
Oh, you're Matt now.
I'm not just with more hair.
Well, that's like the first Game of Thrones to me was so fantastic with George R. R. Martin that I haven't even finished the second season of the Game of Thrones with.
House of Dragon.
House
House of
Dragons.
Birth.
Yeah,
House of Birth,
I can't.
yeah.
I don't know, man.
Shay liked the amount
It's
of
just
birth.
not as good.
I couldn't even finish season 1. I think I barely finished it.
Yeah.
There's so much childbirth. I think I've said this last time I was
Yeah,
on. It's
yeah.
insane.
Same thing. I
Game
barely,
of Birth.
barely
Game of
finished
Birth.
season 1. Season 2 came out, and I had no interest
Yeah.
in starting
Yeah,
it.
but you didn't see Game of Thrones itself.
I watched.
You need to watch
some
that.
of the first
Yeah.
season of Game of Thrones, but even then, I was like, meh.
Wasn't the
Really?
second season of House of Dragons kind of pointless by the end?
There was an entire
It's like a prequel
setup
to a war.
for
Yeah,
a
yeah.
battle
It's
that
awful.
hasn't happened yet, and I'm like, this.
And that's bullshit.
What
And
the
see,
fuck?
and-
I didn't watch it, but it's awful.
And I get tired.
It
of-
wasn't a good season.
Yeah, I don't like when writers do that. Like, give me some kind of a climactic end.
It had some good shit. It had some dragon
Something
shit
going
in it,
on.
But, dragon shit.
Yeah, but it's like the first season when they went
Power
into the
Rangers video.
war on the beach. I wanted to see that. I
Yeah.
didn't want this quick run through like a movie montage, and then you're at the end, kill the villain, and move on.
I mean,
like,
it
no.
looks like the third season is going to be really good. I mean, and they're teasing another Game of Thrones show.
Yes.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms. So
What's that one based off of?
I don't know.
A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
It's based off a collection of short stories. Night
Yeah.
of the Seven Kingdoms, the collection, is my favorite written
Okay,
thing.
so
Is it
Martin's
is
done.
it a book worth of short stories, or is it like a pamphlet
It is
worth of short stories?
It's like so. It's 5 or. I'm gonna nerd out here.
Listen,
I read
go
a
ahead,
lot.
go ahead.
It's not like the dumb fucks at Amazon that just briefly
No,
read
so-
through the Silmarillion and then created Rings of Power, is it?
Word.
Yeah, no, so Night of
Okay.
the Seven Kingdoms is a collection of short stories about Sir Duncan the Tall. He was like a leader of the Kingsguard at one point,
Huge cock.
and his squire. So their short stories were titled like The Adventures of Dunk and Egg. And who his squire is a big secret. It's pretty fucking crazy, but it's my favorite thing Martin's written was The Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
So this may have potential.
it may have potential.
okay.
I don't know how long it could be though.
I wouldn't
But there's
mind.
not a ton of shit about Sir Duncan.
Well, that show that HBO just regurgitated about Dune Prophecy came out. The first episode is out. I guess since it's Sunday now, there could be 2 episodes out. I tried to get through the first episode, and it was just
Nah. Yeah.
Like I didn't give a fuck about anything that was happening. I was like, this is all.
But Dune is also, it's kind of a slow story.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if they're keeping up with that tradition within their storytelling for the show, it could be several episodes of meh before it finally
Yeah.
starts piecing together.
They announced that the time period is 10,000 years before Paul Atreides.
And
I was
that's
like,
the thing.
what?
So
Yeah.
you had so
Like-
many. There's so many sci-fi authors who have been given like the allowance to write Dune stories that you have like whole multi-book series like Dune, House Atreides, Dune, House Harkonnen. You have all these things and all these graphic novels and books that aren't written by.
So Frank Herbert's just in a giant tub of tapioca, just reaping the rewards.
So he
George R.
wrote,
Martin too.
He wrote
Yeah,
the
they're
original
together.
trilogy, and then I think there's like 5 or 6 Dune books in the
Jello
actual
shots.
story. I'm just gonna talk to you. I want to say an intelligent shit right now.
Listen,
Shit in the background. You guys are.
you're ruining me and Nelson's tapioca fantasy. You guys are really fucking
Sometimes you have to just keep talking.
Yeah, there are dozens of Dune books. Not dozens, but there's a lot of Dune books that aren't written by Frank Herbert, I believe.
Yeah.
That are just like spiraled off and stories of legends of houses and shit. So
Yeah.
it's probably where this book is coming from. There's probably some written about it. Probably not just TV writing, but I fucking hate TV writing.
HBO is like a little better Disney, so I don't have too much hope for what they're gonna put out. I mean, remember when they had that show that with Zendaya that was literally just about high schoolers having sex, and the whole country was like into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, you're watching kids fuck.
Yes.
I always
basically.
find that shit weird. Same thing with like, there's too many anime where I started up, and as soon as like they're 14 years old, fuck. Next.
Yep, next thing.
Yeah. It doesn't fire you up?
No. No.
Fire you
No.
up.
And it's
The
honestly
shower
like,
scene, the shower scene with the 14-year-old character. It's like, wait a minute,
no.
Japan.
yeah, just put these fucking people in college.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
but
it.
look, even
That's
in
it.
Hunter,
Make them adults.
Okay,
As
is it
soon as the
Hunter,
girl
Hunter,
gets
or Hunter
attacked
x
by the
Hunter?
squid, I'm like, I'm out. I'm out. I'm fucking
I say
out.
Hunter, Hunter. It's faster to say Hunter,
Yeah.
Hunter. The X feels excessive at this point. Everyone knows what you mean.
Yeah.
I-
In Hunter
I-
x Hunter, the clown was essentially
He sexually assaulted Gon.
Essentially,
Dude, everyone's getting Hisoka tattoos, and I'm like, that dude's a fucking pedophile.
Yeah, like
you
what are you doing, bro?
Like, if Pennywise was diddling those kids, you tattooed him on your arm.
Dude,
Like,
no. Can you
the
imagine? Can you imagine if Pennywise was raping children? instead of
Oh
eating
my
them?
god!
What a
no.
horrifying
Yeah,
clown.
even his Nen ability in Hunter x Hunter, it's like sticky gum and shit.
Yeah,
Like that, he's a weird guy.
He'd be in the,
He
he'd be in the
really
sewer.
is.
He'd be in the sewer with like a fucking dick-shaped balloon. You
Yeah.
want a balloon, Georgie?
No, every time I go to like
Run,
a Comic Con
Georgie.
convention and I see a shirt with him on it, I'm like, I'm not wearing that.
Nope. He is a great villain. I'm not gonna buy as a product. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
It's like
Yep.
Listen, I couldn't get into Hunter x Hunter. I couldn't because the same guy that created Hunter x Hunter created Yu Yu Hakusho. And as soon as I saw like Gon with like the green outfit, I'm like, it's kinda,
very similar.
It's kind of Yusuke-ish.
Hunter x Hunter's
It really is. It really is a good show. though.
Wow.
Hunter x Hunter's
Wow,
better.
that's
It really
a
is a
bold
good show.
statement. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I have to stick with him on this, and I haven't seen the other show, but I like Hunter x Hunter.
Nen is the most interesting power system in any anime, I think. And I mean, he doesn't just shoot finger kamehamehas. Come on, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah,
he's
he's not finger blasting anybody.
How are you going to disrespect the Toguro brothers like that? Ooh, wow.
No, it's better.
What in Hunter x Hunter is better than the Dark Tournament?
York New City arc where they
Wow.
fight the fucking.
You make
Phantom
you
Troop.
make you make Genkai sad.
Astro Boy, the remake.
Pluto? No.
What about it?
Pluto.
The
was
first
so
episode.
trash.
The first
That was
episode.
the worst fucking thing I've seen in the last couple
but the
of
first
years.
episode had so much promise. Like with
Yeah.
a robot taking care of the old dude, and I was like, dude, there's actually like feeling here. And then after that, it was like, this is boring as
It
shit.
was the most boring
Yeah.
fucking show I've seen in
the rest
a
of the
very
episode.
long
The rest
time.
of the episodes sucked.
Yeah. Did
Sucked.
you watch it all the way through?
Astro Boy?
Yeah,
Pluto.
Pluto.
On
They
Netflix.
redid it.
It's a retelling of a story
it's
from
bad.
Astro Boy.
I mean,
Bad.
the little Japanese boy who flies around in his underwear?
He's a robot.
I didn't
Listen.
watch that.
In Pluto, his
He's
name's
not,
Astro.
he's not real. He's a robot.
I didn't watch that
He's
shit.
a robot.
His name's Adam. Adam in the movie
Yes.
in Pluto. The
Yeah.
show.
No, it was bad. And I tried. I think I watched like 3 or 4 episodes,
I tried to
and it
give
was
it
pretty fucking boring.
My girlfriend made me stop watching it.
Yeah.
She's like, no,
yeah.
let's not watch this.
She saved you a lot
She
of
did.
time.
She did.
Well,
I wanted to hang in there, but I couldn't.
Most anime, you got to give about 3-4 episodes because the first episode is never indicative of what the show is.
Yeah.
And usually the first 3 or 4, they're just setting up the world, and then a thing starts to actually happen.
I mean, even Game of Thrones, the first season, like it starts kind of slow. Like
Yeah.
if you try to just base it,
Slow? You mean when they killed Ned Stark?
Dude,
that's at the end of the first season, and you just it's years later.
End of the first
It's
episode.
the end of the first episode. It's right in the beginning.
It's the end of the first
even
season.
I got to the
Ned
to the
Stark
beheading.
dies at the end of the first season.
First season.
Who's the father? Who plays
Ned Stark.
He dies at the
End of the first season.
No, so
No,
I,
the king was beheaded at the end of the first episode.
first episode.
First season.
He's not a king. He's the warden of the north, and he dies at the end of the first season.
Okay, then I watched the whole
The
first
first
season.
episode ends
Okay.
with Jamie Lannister fucking his sister, and he throws Bran out
Out the window.
You sure it was the end of the
He
first
says the
season?
things
End of the first season.
The first episode ends with Jamie turning and looking at Cersei and saying, "The things I do for love," and pushing the little boy out of the window. That's how the first episode.
Because I tried to get I tried a girl.
that's a cliffhanger.
I tried to get a girl I was talking to watch Game of Thrones, and we watched the first episode, and not even thinking, I was like, Jaime Lannister is one of my favorite characters. And then he ends up banging his sister and killing a little boy. And she's like, what? Is there something I need to know?
Which George R. R. Martin kind of shows you that not everyone is all good or not all bad.
This is
That's
true.
his way of telling
This is true.
you.
In a really fucked up way.
Yeah.
In a really
Like
fucked up
Ned,
way.
everybody
Ned
loves
dies
Ned,
at
and then
the
you
end
find
of
out
the
that
season.
Ned is like
Yeah,
really
it was.
unfaithful
No,
to his
you're
wife,
right. I
and
just
like
looked it up.
he's got other problems.
For whatever reason, I kept thinking like it was the end of the first episode.
Yeah, but he's
that they
also
fucking
he's
killed
still
him.
not fucking his sister and pushing kids out windows.
Right, so
Yes.
Ned is on a higher moral scale
Ned
than Jaime.
wasn't unfaithful.
No, Ned was a good man. Yeah, that's why I liked
right.
his son
It's
as well.
assumed.
The other
Assume
son
that he was.
Yeah.
The whole big secret, his sister and Rhaegar. You gotta watch the show.
and then the dragon.
yeah, Jon
Yeah,
Snow's a
yeah.
fucking Targaryen.
All right, we'll end it with
Black
this.
of hair. Sorry.
We'll end it with this since we were talking a little bit about anime. Favorite anime of all time. You could just pick
God.
one.
Ooh.
Oh my God, like it's.
I'll start first.
I mean, okay, so we're picking. You want us to pick one anime to represent all anime as the pinnacle of anime?
Your favorite anime of all time. Mine was Demon Slayer.
all time?
Yeah, I really liked it. And I'm going into this last arc too.
All time?
All time. Demon
Oh,
Slayer.
that's a bad choice, dude.
I like it. That's okay. That's okay.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Cowboy Bebop.
It's better than fucking.
It's better
Get
than
the
Demon
fuck out of
Slayer.
here. Cowboy Bebop. I watched some of the episodes. I wasn't.
Were you watching the
drawn
live
into it.
action?
No, the cartoon.
Okay, all right,
yeah. I don't know. I just didn't connect
You're
with
wrong.
Some
it.
anime stick around too long.
I just didn't connect with it.
that
'Cause
does
it's good?
tend to be.
What are you gonna pick, Sailor Moon?
I mean,
That's a
don't you fucking
it's better than fucking Demon Slayer.
No way! No fucking way!
Tuxedo Mask is a beast.
Wait, have you seen the last?
He is a
Have you seen
fucking
the last
beast.
arc in Demon
Yeah,
Slayer?
yeah.
Okay, all right. I liked it.
None of us have
Fucking
seen the
good.
last arc because the Infinity Castle hasn't
Yeah,
happened.
that's
No,
gonna
'cause it's gonna be
fucking
4 movies.
It's gonna drive it home.
It will be
It's gonna
4
drive it home.
movies.
It's not even a fucking season. It's gonna be 4 movies. Then
okay, I'm
That's
with it.
Stupid.
I'm with it.
They're gonna get us to
I'm with
buy
it.
everything.
They do like to end things with movies for whatever reason.
Yeah. What do you
So
got?
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
I mean, that's a hard choice.
It was that between that and Akame Got Killed. Those are my two favorite. And I love Akame Got Killed. That's it. I'm sorry. I like a storyline that ends poignantly.
Oh, okay. All right.
What's third place?
Dragon Ball Z.
Naruto.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z.
Part of me wants to.
Dragon Ball Z brought me into anime.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Dragon Ball Z. I kind of want to pick it just based on its impact on my life,
Yeah.
as in general. But I'm gonna go with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I recently
Still never
rewatched
seen
it.
it.
Recently rewatched it, and I thought as I was watching it, I'm like 10 episodes in, still wanting to watch, even though I've seen it before, still wanting to watch it and going, my God, this was good. And like, one, what happened to anime, and two, we were really lucky to see this when we were seeing it. That's what I was thinking as I was watching. I was like, this is so
I
fucking
still have
good.
not seen it. I'm gonna have to watch it.
It literally is an anime that was done like so close to the manga source, and like when you see Square Enix, like the name at the beginning of the show, you're like, wow, like an RPG company had direct involvement in this.
Yeah.
Which is probably why the world is so flushed out and well done.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What else? What you guys got?
I think, and I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before. Yeah, I think Naruto for me. That was the first
Solid
one
choice.
where like I got
Sorry,
to the,
I said it with such a weird voice earlier.
No.
Yeah, no.
it's-
I
it's
couldn't
fine.
get past all the crying. That's
It's-
what drove me crazy about
well,
Naruto.
yeah, that is
My Hero's
that
big
is
My
a little
Hero fan.
rough, but that is fairly common in a lot of anime. But
Yeah.
that was and
Fairy
that
Tail
was-
did it too.
That was the first one where like I got to the end of what was in English, and then I'm like, okay, let me just go to the Japanese. And I got to the end of that. I'm like, well, fuck it. I guess I'm picking up the comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I kept moving. Like I want more story.
So I read Naruto when I first got like in middle school when Shonen Jump first came out. Like my buddy Peter had the first Shonen Jump magazine, so I read the first couple hundred chapters like monthly or weekly, whatever it was. And then when they brought the show over, and it was dubbed, and he was like, "Believe it," and he's loud, and dude, it killed it. And I was like a Naruto shit talker for years.
It's so rough.
Fucking hated it.
And it's prime example of the dub is just not
Yeah,
worth it.
it's bad,
You
dude.
got to go to the subtitle, especially for the earlier bits of
Yeah,
Naruto.
and Naruto, the only thing I couldn't get into it, and I get it, it has some great fight scenes and stuff, but I just couldn't get past like the ninja in the orange jumpsuit. I was
Yes.
like, you're supposed to be a ninja. Like,
He's supposed to be a ninja, but also he never sneaks in to do any fucking thing.
No, he
It's
doesn't.
like, we
He's a
need to
bull
do
in a
this
china
thing,
shop.
and he just runs in head first.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, he's that asshole.
Yeah. My girlfriend will still tell you that her favorite anime of all time is Naruto. So I get it. I get.
But where does he hide the nine-tailed fox?
His ass. Like any good ninja.
Go ahead, Shay. What you got? Well, that's the end of the show.
I've been sitting here thinking it's hard, man. You already, so if you attack Cowboy Bebop, but that's an all-time top 5.
Okay,
probably.
all right.
You got the original Trigun is great.
Oh yeah.
I think I hate it because Hunter x Hunter is probably top 2 for me. But if I'm going on like shows that fucking blew me away, I think it's not gonna be very popular because it's not like an old school thing. I think I might go Castlevania.
Okay.
I think Castlevania is
that considered an anime though?
You could.
Or isn't that more of like an American-made cartoon?
I don't know if you could completely classify it as Western because it's so heavily influenced. And I think there probably is a Japanese version of it, so I think it might be an anime.
I think if it's not an anime, I'd probably go Hunter x Hunter, but that's just because we didn't get a super high quality, like following the manga exactly translation of Samurai X.
Yeah.
Rurouni Kenshin's the best manga I've ever read, but the anime wasn't as good, so I'd probably go Hunter x Hunter.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. Well, that's it, guys.
The Chimera Ant arc is too much recap.
My first 2 animes that I ever watched, though, was the Ninja Scrolls
Gotcha.
and the Fist of the North Star.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Those were fucking dope.
Yeah.
Fist
But
of North
those
Star.
were wildly graphic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fist of North Star is just over the top. Like when you make a character so overpowered that it's like, okay, what are we doing here?
What about One Punch Man?
Yeah, but at least
But
that's
a gag show.
That's making fun of
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like they literally ask,
It's
how'd
satire.
you get your power? And he's like, push up squats, like running 5 kilometers. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
wait, shut the fuck up. Like, wait a minute. Like, those are basic calisthenics. That doesn't
Yeah.
make you a goddamn superhero.
And I think we can all agree that One Piece has been going on for far too long.
Yeah,
Probably.
That's
like-
the one reason I'm not ever gonna get into it.
It's one of those where the quality really hasn't
Diminished.
dramatically dripped and dropped. They kind of keep it within a pretty good middle ground.
It's The Simpsons.
Some
There are
shows-
some goofy fucking powers in
There
that
is.
show,
There
though.
is.
Yeah,
Some,
yeah.
some shows they fall off, or even the manga itself just doesn't get completed. Mawa is awful at
But
that.
to be
Korean
fair,
shit
I liked the Netflix remake, but it to
The
me
live
was
action?
more short and punchy and
Yep.
got to it. And I was like, okay, I like it this way. You know, it was more digestible.
Yeah.
I guess the best way to say it. You know, but
Yeah, they
You're
got
throwing out some big words today.
they got a lot of
You threw out
story to
poignant
tell
earlier?
with One Piece.
yeah, you're welcome.
Jesus.
Every now and again, I read a book too. Hey Shay.
You give this guy. You give this guy.
dude knows how to
glasses.
read.
Listen, I read a book the other day. It said
Yeah, look at that.
Maytag on it.
Yeah.
Dryer.
C-spot run. C-spot jump.
And with that,
Jump
said,
spot jump.
thank you for joining us at the Sofa Kingdom Podcast. Did he say C-spot jump? It's goddamn it.
That's how the Twilight books were written.
I think it's in the book there somewhere.
C-spot jump? No, fuck that.
Bella
spot.
walk down street. Bella not like the lights. Bella sad. And then next thing you know, it's the national craze. I'm like, holy shit. And now we have fucking Gladiator too.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and speaking
You're
of like,
blaming the author of Twilight
Yeah.
for Gladiator too.
I would. I blame him for a lot
You
of
guys-
shit that goes wrong in my life.
You guys want to get Applebee's after this?
I don't know, man. I like Applebee's. It's pretty good.
I hear they're showing
let
the
me go
Tyson
get my
fight.
card. Think I'm up for a free.
It's just endless
Apple
replays of the
martini.
Tyson fight.
Yeah.
All Tyson, all the time.
Here's where he would have won.
They
if he
just
wouldn't
show
have
the
held
part
back.
of the interview where his ass cheeks and then
Oh, yeah.
bring it back.
He lost the moment his big ass came out.
Oh shit.
Good times. That was good. Matt calling in, that was good.
Yeah.
He called him fat too.